Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am playing Mordred. I realize I have not uploaded a single video about him, and in his description it says Mordred is a tank, so I am playing him as a tank. Yeah, I also have this cool skin that I unlocked, so might as well just show it off. The enemy team is an interesting comp, 2 mages and 1 hunter. Another thing I've noticed is your chances of winning the game increases dramatically if you have a tank that has crowd control. Now, notice the latter part of that sentence, has crowd control. If you have Balkas, Sobek, Ymir, you have a chance of winning, or your chances of winning increases because he can just keep them stunned or CC'd for a while. And that's just the truth in Spite. I'm surprised they're not doing our blue. Ymir is over there fighting. I'm gonna do the blue real quick. But yeah, Mordred has, what? Technically he has 5 damaging abilities because he has 2 ultimates. I'm gonna leave the blue for someone. Ymir got a solo kill. Yeah, Ymir is kind of broken. I've noticed people are doing this thing where they go Bluestone into Yogis, and then they go for Help of Radiance. It's kind of wild though, like, we'll see what he builds. Because Ymir's second ability has a 6-second cooldown. So, once it's fully maxed out, that ability is just going to be up every single time. He needs it, like, non-stop. First item I'm going for is Mystic Mail, just for the health. And the 25 protections, even though they have 2 magical characters. With Mordred, I think I can just dash away if I need to, so long as I don't take too much damage. Plus, I have the ultimate that lets me run across the entire map, so running away is not going to be an issue. I just need to soak up damage for my team. And, of course, Anubis recently got nerfed. His 3 is difficult to land. With Mordred, you want to level up the 1 first, the 2, and then the 3 last. His 3 is like a skill shot. And, like, I can land it, it's inconsistent. You're not always going to land it. And another fun thing I noticed about his 3 is it's a hybrid scaling ability, in the sense that it scales off of, well, it's a Merlin moment. It scales off of both strength and intelligence. Completely did those. And he just ults. Okay, cool. I mean, that's ult for ult. I almost missed that ability, not gonna lie. Turning is not as easy as it looked. But yeah, it's not like I'm gonna go Mordred, shell them. Interesting. I just noticed that Ymir struggled to land his 2, which I noticed it also slows him. I don't play Ymir. He's the one tank that I just did not like even in Smite 1. The cooldown on his stun, which is his Frost Breath, is 14 seconds long, so unless you're building a lot of cooldown, you're not going to have that ability more than once in a team fight. Which is like, whatever. But at the same time, why? Just reduce the cooldown on that ability and more people will play him. Anyways, with Mordred, I think he does well with cooldown as well, like all tanks, because if you're not building damage, you kind of want your abilities as soon as possible. Miss my 3 again. Like, that's his only range ability, and it's just so difficult to land. Where was I going? How did they get the red? Oh, I landed it this time. Right into the ult. He didn't see it coming because I was behind the wall. And Ymir got the kill before I could kill him. That's fine. It's fine. As long as we got him. Sidestepped it. So, the bleed on his 3 scales off of strength in the actual bleed. But in the brute damage it does the second the ability makes contact, it scales off of intelligence. It's like 70% intelligence scaling. So if you build intelligence, the initial hit from the slash does more damage, but the bleed itself does less damage, while if you build strength, the initial hit does less damage, but the bleed does more damage. And I'm wondering, why would you design the ability like that? Like, I just don't know what the thought process was for that, but that's what I read on it, so yeah. The dash on Mordred's passive is kind of my favorite thing. How you always have mobility every 10 seconds, that is. And in his aspect, you have to dash more often, but you lose protections on your second ability, and believe me, he needs that. I landed a 3. And you do decent damage even without building strength. I notice a lot of people like to build Barb Carver on him, which totally makes sense, because that's like extra damage on your bleed, because it scales off of strength. When you use the ult from behind the wall, it's easier to land. Like that. Time to get out of here. Shell them. I did not need to shell, that was my bad. Use your 2 before attacking tower for that increased attack speed. I think we can take this before he can do anything. Yeah. Unlike most Arthurians like Arthur, Morgan Le Fay, like Mordred doesn't feel like the others in the sense that he doesn't have a changing stance. For example, Arthur has 2 stances. Morgan Le Fay also has a... Oh, Ymir's going to build. Anyways, Morgan Le Fay also has a changing stance in her 1, where she has 3 abilities in that 1. But, of course, you know Merlin has 3 stances. Mordred only has a changing ultimate. That's it, he doesn't have the stance changing. Also, his 1 heals sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what's up with that. It's inconsistent, and genuinely I do not like inconsistent abilities. I think if you auto attack in between, it changes when it's gonna heal and when it doesn't. I did not need to ult that. I thought he would ult or something. Those Anubis nerfs were terrible for him. Look at the damage on the bleed, and all I have is Bluestone. That is wild. And of course, I can't even land it sometimes. I don't have shell, I can't protect anyone if they're going. Also, with Mordred, your only crowd control is actually your ultimate. In either stance, your ultimate has either a root or a knockup. So you have crowd control in both stances of your ultimate, but that's your only crowd control, your ultimate. Which I think is bad, but I'm not the one who designed it. The inconsistency on your 1 is just, like right now it's supposed to heal me up. It didn't heal me. I think if you auto, it changes the icon, makes it a little orange when it's gonna heal you, but then if you auto 1 more time after that, it doesn't heal. So I'm not a fan of that at all. And if you notice my build, I did not go yogis because we have a dedicated tank who is going yogis. If we both go yogis, then early game we kind of are squishy. Because yogis gives you health, yes, but it doesn't give you protections. The item would be broken if it gave protections, let's just be honest. I have ult again. But yeah, Ymir's going to build. He is going Bluestone into yogis, into Helm of Radiance, directly into Glad Shield. He has, what, 0 magical protections against 2 mages, and he's gonna do just fine. Because tanks are just broken that way. Their base stats are like that. If I tried that on a warrior, I would probably die 4 times. But, I mean, it makes sense because that's a tank. Also, not every tank can do that. Bacchus could probably do that, although it wouldn't go well. Who else can do that? Sobek, I do not recommend doing that on Sobek. Even though he has protections from his passive. You kind of need some magical defense, because when you dash in, like, you're in there. You have nothing else. I could ult Merlin now that he uses dash, but I'm so low. I need him to be distracted so they don't see me coming. Like right now, Ymir was covering me, so... Got him, shell, got out. Oh. He stood still. And that's a double on Mordred. Yeah, Anubis is standing still during his ult, so... It was a perfect time for my 3. If I missed it while he was standing still, then I just suck at the game. Calling for a fire giant when we're both low like this is risky, but I mean... Also, he has yogis, he's gonna regenerate. All I have is my healing ability on my one that doesn't always work. Like, can they fix that? Because if they want someone to have healing, he should have healing. Not this, you have healing sometimes. Haha, just kidding, you don't have healing. And another thing I noticed about Mordred is his ultimate gives him healing that scales off of intelligence. So if you build intelligence, you heal more from your ultimate in both stances. In both types of your ultimate. Like this version of the ultimate and the one that knocks you up will both heal you based on intelligence. And I thought that was very interesting. So I'm gonna try other builds on Mordred. Some of them might be good, some not so good. Okay, I guess it's just you. And you have beats, that's totally fine. Dash. Ymir got the kill, I'm not even mad. And Artemis got that kill. Perfect. I guess it's just Merlin left. But yeah, Mordred is a lot of fun. He does a lot of damage with, of course, 5 damaging abilities. I kind of wish they let Hades do damage with the second ability. Because like, when I play Hades, I'm like, oh great, I only have 2 damaging abilities outside of my ultimate. If I don't do enough damage between my 1 and my 3 and my ults, that's it, they just walk away. My 2 scares them away for like 1 second. Yay. Like, Hades needs some love. Okay, I have ults. Merlin's gonna dash. Really? Oh! Okay. And my team is not even there. I did not realize they just took off. I missed my 3, that's totally fine, I'm still a tank. I have my dash. I don't have my dash anymore. And Ymir is just gonna destroy them. He has so much intelligence, and his second ability scales, what, 90% intelligence? And it has a 6-second cooldown. Why do people not play Ymir? Because like, he seems like he does the most damage of them all. That's game. We just won. He finally died. He was top, damage I was top. That's the build right there. He died once to Titan. Only one item in that build gives him magical protection, and that's Brawlers. Everything else is Fizz defense against 2 mages. Yeah, this is the build I've seen people do so many times. It's so broken. Look at that. But yeah, Ymir is broken. People should play more. Like and subscribe for more.